There's obviously always going to be good and bad things to say about Microsoft. They try to do things, in my opinion, usually quite a bit before other people. They try to do things that that are unexpected. And one of the things that they've done that was kind of unexpected was, in sort of a way of manner of speaking, is saving the console industry. A lot of people are saying that they really saved the console industry, and saved console gaming with their showcase. Now, I'm not going to exactly say that that's the case, but it does look like, in 2025 they're going to have a hell of a show, a hell of a showcase. Look at the games that they have coming out. They have Doom, they have the new Call of Duty. I know those two aren't exclusive, but it looks like they're going to have South of Midnight. It looks like they're going to have Perfect Dark. It looks like they're going to have some other games. It looks like maybe even Clockwork Revolution. Looks like a game like Gears of War E-Day could be released as well, according to a new leak. According to The Verge sources, a few months ago, Microsoft was targeting a 2025 launch window for the newly announced game. So it's unclear if it remains the case, and Microsoft didn't announce a launch window for the title when it was revealed. The next main entry in the Gears of War series is an origin story that depicts the Locust invasion on Emergence Day. It follows younger versions of series original protagonists Marcus Phoenix and Dom Santiago as they battle against the invading forces. Also featured during the Xbox Game Showcase was Fable, which is also supposed to come out with support from Eidos Montreal. That's also supposed to come out next year, so that's a hell of a lineup. A new trailer showing a mix of cinematics and gameplay confirmed plans to release the game in 2025 for the Xbox Series X and S. The Verge's sources said Microsoft is currently planning to release the RPG between October and December of 2025. So the showcase was also announced release dates of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and to reiterate that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle and Avowed are still coming this year as well. So again, it's a very interesting point in time, because a lot of things are kind of pointing out that Microsoft is doing a ton of really great things. And again, they are. And if you're an Xbox gamer, I think that's to be commended, because you're going to get to play these games on your Xbox, and if you're a Game Pass subscriber, you're going to get to be able to play those. But, if you're a PlayStation fan, it's not like you're totally cut out. It's looking like you'll be more and more able to play, these Xbox games regardless. It's like, I think at some point, obviously with like Doom and Call of Duty, those games are coming to Xbox and PlayStation both day one. So like, what's going to change in the future? It's really hard saying, to be honest with you. I would love to know what's going on, but did Microsoft actually save gaming? I think that is one of the things that a lot of people are kind of talking about right now. Like, PlayStation has been really in a weird spot right now. They haven't really kind of done what they wanted to do, in my opinion. They haven't really managed to kind of do anything. They're selling more consoles than Xbox, which good for them, but at the same time, they're not exactly doing something that is helping the industry. They're not really doing anything to help PlayStation owners, right? That's really, really kind of a sad situation. So I hope that they can kind of rebound from this, but at the end of the day, Microsoft put on one hell of a show, and that looks bad on PlayStation, in my opinion. So I think that obviously anything could change. We'll just have to wait and see. But at the end of the day, for what's kind of happening right here, I just find it to be a very interesting situation, because a lot of people are saying that Xbox is very much a brand that's hard to like. People really kind of hate on Xbox. I think the 360 really came out of nowhere and had a really strong desire to win. But then, all of that and then you look at what happened this year with the game showcase, and I think the reason why it helps them maybe possibly win things, a little bit better, and start to win over some people, is the fact that they have the games finally. Like that's the thing that kind of can win people over. Now, is this going to lead to more console sales? That's something that I couldn't tell you. Something tells me I kind of doubt it, because you still have all those lingering doubts over, is the stuff that they announced exclusive? Is it going to be worthwhile? Is it going to be stuff that, other people, like, I think people really want exclusives to be a thing, but at the end of the day, is that going to be what Microsoft is going to do? Is that what they want to do? Like, I think it's pretty clear that they're going in the opposite direction, and it's easy to go, well, Sony's putting, that Horizon Lego game on Nintendo. Aren't they going to do the same thing? Something tells me that we don't have to worry about like God of War or the actual Horizon games or Gran Turismo going to Nintendo platforms. I don't think that's going to be a thing. I think that they branched out a little bit with some of these other titles that are maybe a little bit smaller, but even stuff like Astrobot, that's not going anywhere, like at the end of the day. So, again, we kind of look at this and we just see that they've kind of done a good job with this one showcase, but I still think there is a lot to learn and a lot to kind of go over, to kind of, before we can say, oh, for sure that they've done it. But things are looking good from that aspect. If you're a fan, you can just look at them and go, okay, well, we've got all these great games coming. Not all of them might be exclusive, maybe none, but maybe some, who knows? It's like, that's the point where I think Microsoft fails the hardest, is they just don't really do a good job of communicating with their fans. And, that's an unfortunate aspect, because that's a very important thing for everybody going forward, like that's really a key aspect of it. And that's the same, it's a big problem for Sony too, to be honest with you, because Sony does a really piss poor job of doing that. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited for what they're doing, but I'm also a little bit wary, because I know the type of announcements that they've already had and how they've kind of been ambiguous with their exclusivity and things like that. So, I mean, if they do plan to release their big titles on PlayStation, I think that definitely takes a hit out of their console business, for sure, even more so. They're already kind of selling poorly. So, anyway, I'll link this. You guys can let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.